We need to record an intro for the podcast. Okay. We are recording. Alright, Alex, sit down.
Fine.
Fine. Fuck you.
Wait, where's Kentama?
Oh, shit. You're missing something. Hello again. Welcome back.
No. We always got to start the podcast off when Kentama's back. That's how you started a tradition last week.
Okay, sweet.
It's gonna take a while.
Just gonna sit in silence while Alex tries to spike.
Oh, that's right. We're actually on Spotify now, so it might be a problem.
Yeah. Wait, no. You keep doing it, and I'll just.
Okay. Video watchers.
for you audio listeners, Alex is now trying to spike it. He's done it. All right. You know what? That's
Second try.
Way quicker than I thought it was going to be.
Yeah. Ouch.
I don't mean it like that. Anyway, welcome back to the High Voltage Podcast.
Welcome back.
Also known as Substation Radio, hosted by myself, Maddie, also known as XTVI, and also
Alex, otherwise known as Electricity.
nice. We'll get better at that.
Yeah, we will. Eventually. Well, actually, let's start with the most exciting news of this week, which we are now on Spotify.
Exactly. That's fucking cool.
Yeah.
We're on Spotify. Are we on iTunes as well?
Not quite yet.
Not yet.
When I was going to put it on iTunes, I made it as an Apple account for High Voltage, and it said I need to wait 24 hours before I can sign in to put it up there, so I just haven't got around to that yet.
That's all right. iTunes sucks anyway. No offense.
Yeah, Spotify is where it's at.
iTunes, though, if you want to sponsor us, I will take that back.
Yeah. We will sell out. You should know this by now.
Yeah. So hope you guys are enjoying the podcast. We're enjoying doing them.
Yeah.
But that's just because we're egotistical.
Yeah.
We like talking.
Yeah. We like talking about ourselves, about things we like.
Yeah. Because my opinion is valid.
Apparently.
Everyone needs to hear it. Okay. Before we move on to the fun stuff, I have a bit of a serious note to talk about.
Oh, yeah.
There's been a lot of accusations going around, not anything to do with High Voltage, obviously, but about rape culture and sexual harassment, and a lot of people have been speaking up about it recently in our city in Wellington, and a lot of people across New Zealand as well.
Yeah.
And I just wanted to put some, just wanted to say, it's not okay.
It's disgusting.
Right? It's horrible. It's aggravating.
Yeah.
But also getting angry and saying mean things and just getting pissed off and saying like, okay, I've been seeing so many like messages about people saying that like, you know, they're going to kill whoever raped whoever. And it's like,
yeah,
that's like, I get it. And it's cool that you're like passionate about the topic, but stop it before it happens and don't act on it after it's happened.
Yeah.
So if you know anybody who has been involved with, is victim to, or has experienced sexual harassment or anything of the sorts, harassment in general, please talk to your friends and seek help, and also report this to the police. I'll make sure that we've got a link in the description if you're wanting to report anything.
And also, I saw one post about all these organizations burn off donations, so we really encourage you to donate.
Yeah. I want to make sure that wherever we link to donate is a valid source and is good. So we'll do a little bit of research into that a little bit further, but that's all just sort of happened in the last 24 hours. So stay safe where you're out there. If you're out walking on the streets alone, message your friends, let them know where you are, let them know when you get to your destination safely. And if your friends are out, look after them, stay safe.
Yeah.
And other than that, if you're a dick on this podcast, if you're a dick in any of the High Voltage, anything that we do, I'll fucking blacklist you and I'll ban you for life.
We do not hold prisoners.
Yeah. Anyway, speaking of that, we're over it. Moving on.
Yep.
Today we've got I haven't talked about it for the last three podcasts, but we've got books here, and they hold up our interface.
High Voltage Book Club.
High Voltage Book Club. Today we're doing Sherlock Holmes.
The complete Sherlock Holmes.
The complete Sherlock Holmes. As Alex is quite proud that he's got the complete edition of Sherlock Holmes.
I'm ashamed that I have not read it yet.
He hasn't read it yet, though. Which is fair.
It's a thick boy.
It's a very thick boy, actually. So it's like we usually use like 2 books here, and they're thicker than both of them.
Yeah.
Bloody hell. Are you a big fan of Sherlock Holmes?
I quite like the stories.
Yeah. Did you watch any of the Benedict Cumberbatch series?
Oh yeah, for sure. I've watched it through a couple times actually.
Oh, you have?
Yeah.
Oh.
But that's how I approach TV shows. I'll watch all of them like multiple times.
Fair enough. That's how you get the most rich story.
Oh,
from it.
yeah. I'm all about getting right in there and just immersing myself in that universe.
Nice. I like that. I tried watching Sherlock, the TV series, about it must be probably 6 years ago now. I don't think I finished it. I don't really know.
Well,
do you have it on Plex?
Yep.
Okay, well then, guess I'm watching it.
Yep.
I've got so much shit to watch, man. My mate tried to get me to watch. He's trying to get me to watch Band of Brothers. Have you ever seen that?
No.
It's like a war thriller TV series show. I think I'm not actually 100% sure. But he's got it on DVD.
Yeah.
Sorry, Blu-ray, and he's like, "Here, I'll give you Blu-ray, and you can watch it." And I'm like, I don't fucking have anything that tastes discs.
You do. You got your Xbox.
Well, that was before I had the Xbox.
Right.
But now I have an Xbox. Why is my
Also, so raspy.
I know it's I wake up in the morning, I have 6-year-old voice.
Why'd you go Russian there?
Because you know why?
Is this your segue?
In Russian, because Cold War, baby. Call of Duty. Hell yeah.
Except it's not Cold War we want to talk about.
No, it's not Cold War. Cold War, looks alright. I haven't played the beta, but but they released the trailer for the Halloween special.
For Warzone.
And it's called Spooky Season in Verdansk or something like that.
We just before we hit record, we just went and watched the trailer and we are both hyped.
Like as we hit record, we just finished watching the trailer. Oh my god, there's so much shit going on in that.
Oh yeah, they've got every Halloween IP in there, and they're just let's fucking go.
So we saw Michael Myers, of Halloween, the movies, Saw, Jigsaw, Zombies, Call of Duty Zombies.
Yeah.
Oh, Call of Duty Zombies,
God, Call of Duty.
Verdansk.
Okay, you know how we've got plans tonight, and we said we're not going to play this. We're realistically going to be playing this at some point tonight, aren't we?
But I can't. Meet with my girlfriend at 5. You can play.
Except I can't because I've made plans.
So we can't. Both can't play.
Okay, well, we did talk about this. We're going to have a special stream for it on Thursday.
Yeah. Spooky season.
Yeah.
High voltage spooky season.
Yeah. So high voltage. Halloween is our Christmas, I think.
Yeah. I love Christmas and Halloween.
Like Halloween's here, and then Christmas is down here.
Yeah. In all fairness,
in my personal,
Christmas is fun, but I don't think Christmas is that great. It's just it's more of a hassle than anything else.
Oh yeah,
because it's just fucking
so much drama happens at Christmas.
You have to go see your family. Everyone's sad because everyone's single on Christmas. It's just and then traveling and then getting time off work, and it's just trying to hang out with all your friends and all your family because everyone for some reason thinks that you need to hang out with them all the time, and it's dude, chill out.
So yeah, I'm going down to Dunedin for Christmas for a week. It's I'm not going to do high voltage work that entire time.
I know. Yeah, well,
it's just like a productive sink on the world.
Yeah, it's everyone gets fat for a week and then everyone comes back to life.
Yeah, okay. In New Zealand, we're all get our bodies ready for summer. Then just Christmas comes and fucks all that up.
Yeah, because we have Christmas during summer, and it's you've got a week. You spend the entire 11 months of the year working out to get in good shape for summer, and then
Christmas is hey,
and then by the time it comes around to it, and you're all jacked and ripped, and you've just done your shred, your 4-month shred, and you're yeah, look at me, and then you go home and you eat one steak and 30 kgs worth of fries and potatoes.
Oh, you go home and your parents are feeding you up as well.
Yeah, and then you're just bloated and what a waste.
Yeah,
who works out?
Not me.
Neither actually. I used to.
Yeah, I like how we complain about getting ready for summer and then we don't.
And you start working out again.
Yeah.
I was
contemplating this
start. Just start. Just sit-ups, push-ups.
Do that sometimes.
All right. Well,
anyway,
from now on, you have to do
High Voltage Gains podcast.
High Voltage Gains podcast. Every time anybody talks about DJing.
I was going to say 1 subscriber, 1 push-up.
1 subscriber, 1 push-up. Yeah. If this post gets 300 likes, I'll sell my kidneys. 300,000 likes.
I was wow. That's a low bar. Okay, we're talking about the most useless shit right now.
Yeah, you're right. Hey.
The audio interface just disconnected.
I think so too. Should we just...
Because- oh,
Oh, no, we're
No.
back.
we're back. Okay. Audio may have dipped for a second. We will find out later.
Yeah. Whoops. Anyway.
Okay. You'll just hear a hard cut at some point.
Well, actually, no, we'll fade it out because
Okay.
we're not silly, Alex.
Not savages.
Yeah, we're not savages. We're audio engineers.
Oh, true. I forget that's our background.
What is this week, Alex?
Well, this week is the week I released my first song in over a year.
Hell yeah. What's it called?
Pig.
Pig. What kind of song is it?
It's dubstep. What do you expect?
Nothing. Well, I mean, good.
Ouch.
Good quality. I didn't mean that. I expect only greatness from you, Alex.
Thanks.
And-
That's what you're supposed to say.
It's worth. Thank you.
Here's your check.
Now, don't forget, you get the other half when you post it on Instagram.
Mm-hmm.
Pig's coming out. Fucking earth. How long have you been working on that?
All of lockdown.
All of lockdown?
Yeah. I started it like a week into lockdown. Like I was just like, oh, so actually I've got a story for this one.
All right, go on.
It was a lockdown. Everyone's like, oh, productive time. I'm sitting there on Ableton being like, ah, crap.
Yeah. I spent the entirety of lockdown playing Warzone.
Yeah. I was up at like, I think it would have been something like 10, 11, 12, like later hours of the night.
Yeah.
I started the drop and I was like, oh crap, this is going somewhere. Stay up until 6 a.m.
Oh, yeah.
And then Pig was mostly done. Then I just poked and prodded it for the next 4 months.
Like 7 months.
Okay, don't out me that much. God, it has been that long since lockdown. Oh my God.
Yeah, because we're in October, which is the 10th month of the year.
I'm very glad that we're separating out these audio channels so we can cut all these things.
No, you get the burp. Everyone likes
Okay, everyone gets the burp? Okay.
Yeah. If you don't like the burp, go listen to another podcast.
Don't stay, please.
Sorry, just kicked you. I said that last time as well. And you went, yeah, I know.
Yeah, it's kind of obvious when someone kicks you. Anyway.
Yeah. What was I going to say?
I don't know. You're interviewing me about my track or something?
Yeah. Pig. Do you have... Okay, so when you were coming up with this track, right, was it just like a... Did it all just happen organically, or did you have like an inspiration behind anything?
No, I just made a sound, ran it through Corpus, and then the sound was made, and then I just like slowly laid everything up. This song is actually entirely my own inspiration, like just creating from the spot. Actually, now I think about it.
That's fine because I don't know why, but I thought this song was like quite old. As far not like old, but I mean like I thought it was like one of your older IPs that you'd like started just reworking again.
No, it came up during lockdown.
Huh. Interesting.
Yeah.
Right. Okay. So that's coming out on the 23rd,
23rd.
of October, this Friday.
This Friday, yep.
Do we have a time that it's coming out? Oh, it doesn't really matter, does
No,
it?
it just
It's on
comes
Spotify.
out. Yeah, it comes out midnight on the 22nd. So if you really want to get to it, just be sitting there refreshing my Spotify, wait for the 12 o'clock to tick over,
Yeah.
and then hit play,
In fact,
and then hit repeat.
do that.
Yeah, do that.
Stay up till midnight. Mm-hmm. Hit refresh. I know, like, you probably got work on Friday, but, you know, works for losers. That's not true.
Yeah,
Works good. Pays
Yeah.
the bills.
yeah,
Good on you.
yeah.
Good on you having a job. Paying taxes and shit.
Cannot relate.
Cannot relate. We should probably cut that.
We work hard. We work hard here.
How many we're doing like 4 or 5 days a week now?
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. It started off with 3.
I started off with 2.
No, actually, no. It started off with 1 because it was just a stream day, and then we're like, okay, we need to put some more work behind this.
Yeah, but we're doing 2 streams back then. Because we're doing Friday and Sunday.
Sunday was like a later event because I started off doing just the Friday streams. Then you jumped on board for a couple of the Friday streams.
Huh.
Then High Voltage proper started.
Ah. Jeez, it's only been like 3 months?
Yeah, 3 months since. Already been quite the journey.
I've already forgotten how it started.
Yeah, we should probably write this down because I will forget eventually.
We need to write it down for when, in the future, when we need to talk about it and not have to recollect it on the spot.
Yeah.
We'll just know.
Well, maybe when that time comes, we'll be able to have a bit of preparation, unlike any of our other. Unlike now, we'll have some preparation.
Are you saying that we go into this without preparing?
We literally were watching a trailer to a video game before this. We said record.
Yeah, it was a good trailer, though, wasn't it?
Yeah, it really was.
Black Hole Sun by who's it by? Black Hole Sun.
I can't even remember the song that was playing. I was way too drawn up on the visuals.
The guy. Pretty sure the lead singer of the. Who the fuck was it? That's gonna annoy me. I'm gonna Google it.
Okay. But yeah, my track is coming out. First time in over a year that I've released something to Spotify. There is some stuff up on SoundCloud.
Yeah, you got a little bit.
Yeah, a little bit. I'm thinking, do I take those down and then re-release them onto Spotify? Because I quite like those tracks.
The track like
You Win.
Is You Win not on
No, it's not.
Spotify?
No, You Win, I Wish This, and Anything But Dull.
Yeah.
Yeah, Anything But Dull. Those three, I released those on Spotify, on SoundCloud, start of this year.
Yeah, because like your last release was Cash or no, This World or whatever.
The World.
The World.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh shit. Yeah, no, you should definitely re-release those.
Okay, cool. That adds the release calendar of High Voltage.
Yeah, re-releasing some tracks. We're gonna be like who was it? Troy Boy.
True.
9 years later, re-released the track.
Oh my god, yeah.
That's Do You by Troy Boy. Banger.
Somehow still just slaps.
Yeah, crazy. What was like that came out like fucking about 10 years ago now.
Easily.
Yeah, 2010. What?
Yeah.
I was in high school. I was year 10. And that actually inspired me to make a lot of it was like last year as well, and this is like before I started getting back into making trap music. And I was like trying to figure out how to, because like all I used to make was trap.
Yeah.
And like 808s and just trap beat drums. And then I fell away from it and started making house music. And then like last year when that re-released through Oslo, that's when I started getting back into making trap again.
Yeah.
And then it's only just kind of came back full force right now.
Yeah.
And that's because I listened to Apache.
Dun, 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 bah.
That's a
It's a Ray Volpe reference.
yeah, Ray Volpe, and he said he's gonna fight anybody. No, he didn't.
Nah.
He just said stop it,
Yeah.
and I said fight me,
Yeah.
make whatever the fuck I wanted.
Have you found the song yet?
I can't remember what I was looking for. Black Hole Sun.
Yeah.
Black Hole Sun by Soundgarden.
Soundgarden.
Yeah. And the lead singer, whose name should just be in here somewhere, really. Right. Chris Cornell. Yeah. And he passed away about 2 years ago now.
Oh damn.
Yeah, or maybe a year ago. Because I remember we did in first year uni, we had an assignment to recompose, I guess, rewrite, reproduce,
Yeah. Redo.
a pop song of sorts. Not saying that Black Hole Sun. I mean, technically it is pop song. It's popular. Everyone likes it.
Contemporary song.
It's a contemporary song. But that was one of the songs that we were to remake, and then like 6 months later he passed away.
Oh damn.
Yeah. And that's the main reason why I remember that song. Not because I actually know about Soundgarden or Chris Cornell, because I have this may be like a controversial thing to say, but I have never liked classic rock music.
Neither.
Right?
Okay, but what do we define as classic rock?
Yeah, well, that's the thing, because now that I started listening to it more, I don't really
Because,
hate
like,
it very much.
There were definitely times in my life when I liked what could be classified as classic rock.
Yeah. But like, I was never like a AC/DC or Metallica or Iron Maiden or any of that. Like, it's just...
I went through like a solid like 2 years where I was like, AC/DC is pretty cool.
AC/DC is pretty cool. And like, they're still pretty cool. I just don't really
Like
them
pretty
as
much I was learning how to play guitar, learning how to play Thunderstruck, and I was like, oh, AC/DC.
much. Banging.
Yeah.
I never learned how to play that. Did you get any good?
What?
Did you get any good at playing Thunderstruck?
I was okay. My crowning achievement with that was being able to do it with hammer on and pull off, so I didn't have to strum it.
Nice. Well, that's how you're supposed to play it.
Yeah.
Because otherwise you're a noob. Can you play the Stairway to Heaven?
I could for a bit.
You know about that, right?
Oh yeah.
okay.
Wayne's World.
Yeah.
Stairway to Heaven tonight.
I was explaining that to my girlfriend the other day. I was like, talking about Stairway to Heaven because it's a good song. I love it. I love Stairway to Heaven.
I used to play it all the time on the piano at my school, and my friends would like hate me. So I learned how to play it on piano when I was like learning piano, like starting to learn piano.
Yeah.
And then I was just like playing it over and over again. My friends were just like, "Can you stop?"
Yeah. And, now it's if you play that in any music store, you'll get kicked out.
Straight away.
Yeah.
I do love that like music stores all have lists of songs you cannot play.
Yeah. Is there like a list, like a visual list that they've got written up anywhere?
Have you been to Piano Room at the Rock Shop on Cuba Street?
Really?
Yeah, there's a list
Oh, what?
of songs you can't play on the pianos.
Oh, sick.
Yeah,
Haven't actually been there.
I can't remember the list is, but it's like I think it's like for release, like it's definitely on there
Yeah.
because the amount of times you can hear.
But also, like, I don't know, man. Then we're like falling back. We talked about this like last week about musicians being snobby, and
I mean, but if you yes, definitely. But if you work at a music store, how many times can you hear the same poorly reproduced version of a song?
you know, they'll get better, and that's why they want. That's why you want to sell them a piano.
True.
Yeah. Be like, sweet, you're shit. You'll be way better if you use this big boy right here. Spend X amount of dollars.
Upsell.
Yeah. And then you get commission. They get a new piano, and then they'll probably still be pretty average playing for release for the rest of their lives.
Yep.
Yeah. Because
They'll drop it in 6 months.
9 out of 10 musicians don't actually become musicians, which is a horrible statistic. Yeah. I don't think that's a correct statistic, by the way.
But like, it sounds about right.
Rough estimate.
Like that, the amount of people you know that like get into music and then just they have to just drop it off because
Yeah.
it's not going anywhere.
Because I was talking to a friend of Sarah's. He's a guy, Sam. And he's like got a guitar and he's like really into music and everything. And he's working for the government. And it doesn't sound like he's going to change paths from that other than like doing other whatever grown-ups do, working in the city. And I'm like, wow.
I mean, that was my plan. Like, I was like, if music doesn't work out, I'm going to get a degree, get a government job, easy money.
Yeah. And then we're like, fuck that.
Yeah.
I want to be a...
I want to be a label executive.
I want to run my own goddamn business.
Yep.
Yeah. Jesus.
Yeah. It's a scary precipice to look out upon.
Really, precipice. Good word.
Yeah.
Good word. Look at you being smart.
It's almost as if I do read, but I don't.
I read Twitter posts.
Don't out me.
It's all right. I don't even read Twitter posts. Although I have been going back into reading. I've been trying to read a chapter of this book a night, which is, you know, I've done it for 2 nights out of the last 2 weeks.
Oh no, that's. I think I might commit to myself now. I'm going to read Sherlock Holmes.
Yeah.
But which one do I start with? We've got A Scandal in Scarlet. Let's start a poll.
Yeah. That's a big poll.
Yeah.
Or like let's decide between 4,
Okay.
and then
We'll get back to you on that because I feel like it's a waste of time for our podcast to go through all those.
is it? Yeah,
Okay.
Probably.
I'll go through.
All right, go for it.
Scandal in Scarlet. Can't read all these because they're blocked by cables.
Doesn't say that it is. A study of Scarlet.
A study. A study in Scarlet. The Sign of 4. The Adventures of Sherlock Holmes. The Memory of Memoirs of Sherlock. Okay, I've got dyslexia. I shouldn't be reading these out.
Do you want me to do it?
Yeah, you do it.
Okay.
Can you actually read them from the upside down?
Yeah, from the upside down.
Yeah.
Yeah. What's it? Stranger Things.
Yeah, Stranger Things.
The Memoirs of Sherlock Holmes. The Return of Sherlock Holmes. The
Hounds of the Baskervilles.
The Hound of the Baskervilles.
Yeah, that's the classic. That's the main one.
I didn't even know there was like I just thought Sherlock Holmes was just an IP and everyone just kind of came up with stories.
Nah.
Oh shit. Look at me go.
Sir Arthur Conan Doyle.
I'm a fucking idiot, aren't I?
I wouldn't say it.
His Last Bow. Oh, thank you. His Last Bow and the Case Book of Sherlock Holmes
You missed the Valley of Fear.
and the Valley of Fear. You know what? That was probably a waste of podcast time.
Yeah.
Oh well.
Oh well.
What are you gonna do?
Yeah, you now know all the original stories of Sherlock Holmes.
Huh? Who wrote this? Heyman.
Sir Arthur Conan Doyle.
Oh,
I
yeah.
said it earlier.
Oh. Has he written anything else?
I don't actually know.
Huh. Guess we'll never know.
Yeah. But yeah, Hound of the Baskervilles is actually the classic. I think I might have to start with Hound of the Baskervilles because it's the classic.
Is it? What's
Yeah.
it about?
Should I go over the vague plot?
Yeah, just give us a synopsis.
Okay, so Sherlock Holmes is asked to go out to a house on the edge of the moors in northern England, and there are these giant hounds that the Baskervilles, the family that he goes to like see and sort out the crime, owns. And it turns out, do I spoil the entire thing?
No,
Because it's
I mean,
a well-known story.
spoiler alert for a like 70-year-old book.
Okay, so the Baskerville family, one of them has been painting the hounds with. So there's stories of these glowing devil dogs on the moors that are murdering people, and it turns out it's the Baskerville dogs that have been painted with phosphorus by the owners and been let loose on the moors, and they're all like very hungry dogs that just get let out onto the moors.
That does sound like a very Sherlock Holmes type story
Yeah.
plot. Wow. So guys, moral of the story is, if your dogs are hungry, feed them, and don't paint them with.
Yeah, don't paint them with phosphorus.
Yeah, it's probably number one, not very healthy for the dogs.
No.
Number two, probably not very healthy for the dogs, and number three, highly illegal.
Yeah.
It's murder, isn't it?
What?
That's murder, isn't it?
Well, if you get your dog to murder someone?
Yeah.
I think so.
Second degree?
Yeah, it's sort of second-degree murder.
I wish I knew law. Oh, I don't mean I don't actually want to know law because that's like fucking 8 years of my life that I don't need to waste. No offense to anybody studying law. I'm sure you
Yeah.
do great.
We'll probably call on you guys later.
Yeah. I'm gonna hit you up. How do murder work? Asking for a friend. Oh god.
But yeah, don't paint your dogs with phosphorus. Peter will be after you.
Peter will be after you. Am I allowed to talk about my song?
If you want to.
I mean, I just don't want to because your track's coming out this Friday, so
I mean, we haven't even announced it yet.
well, I mean, technically we just did.
Well, okay then.
Did we not?
I mean, if you're saying your song.
Oh, my song. No, I was just going to talk about it. I thought you meant your track that we haven't announced. And I was like, we just announced it like 5 seconds ago on the podcast.
I'm very confused.
Yeah, fair enough.
Just go for it.
Yeah. Music is fun, isn't it?
Yeah, it really is.
Making things go bwap.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, bun dum blah.
New. Oh, what was the panic meme? Yeah.
Panic.
Panic. Panic. Playing a lot of Rocket League yesterday.
Yeah.
And
And every single time that Manny came close to the goal or the ball, I was like, oh, panic.
oh god damn it! I forgot my Xbox controller. I knew. Damn it!
You have to play the PlayStation
I
controller.
don't want to. It sucks.
You play on the Switch.
You play on the Switch. I'll play on the Xbox.
That actually would work. Why don't we do that?
All right, sounds like a plan.
Sweet.
After the podcast.
Yep. Yeah. We every single time after the podcast, every time after the podcast, after the streams, or before the streams, we're just playing Rocket League.
Yeah, it's free to play now. If you haven't played Rocket League, it's free to play.
Oh, and that actually like nicely brings us on to we now have a Discord server. We talked about it last week.
Oh yeah.
We now have a Discord server.
Yeah, we actually have a Discord server. We also talked about a Patreon for my nudes. They're not there yet.
Yeah, they're not.
No,
Haven't got around to that yet.
they're on hold. We're just talking it over with HR.
Okay. Wait, who's HR?
Shut up. There's a whole lot of people behind this. Alex, remember?
Right. Yeah. The 50-person company.
Yeah, we've got a whole team working. They're all running around like with pieces of paper and coffees.
Isn't it great to have personal assistants?
Yeah. Oh my god, so good. Just being like, oh my god, I wish I had a coffee, and they're like, oh,
And it's
there. Actually, speaking of personal assistants, my
Oh no.
a friend of mine's just got a new job as the job title was a receptionist, right?
That's really just personal assistant job.
Yeah, Robert Jones Holdings.
Yeah. Tell me about it.
Yeah. Oh my god, she does so much shit, dude. God, she'd like go in and she'd like restock his entire office, clean out his pipe in the morning.
His pipe?
Yeah, so he's got like different. I don't know if I should be talking about this or not.
Yeah, I don't know.
Yeah, probably not.
Is this NDA?
Well, it's tobacco. It's a tobacco
Right.
pipe, not
Yeah.
marijuana. I don't.
Okay, on that note, the fact that the referendum doesn't come out for 2 weeks, I was not emotionally prepared for that.
Did you not know that?
I did not know that going into the election night. I was like, oh, no,
Oh yeah, no, we got a little bit of time to wait for that.
Yeah, when that came up, I was like, oh, we got to still wait 2 weeks for referendum. I'm like, wait, what?
Also, if it doesn't go through, I'm gonna be
so sad.
just like, why?
Yeah, the rest of the world's wising up to it.
Yeah. But also, like, we don't know yet, so I'm gonna hold back my tears until then.
Yeah, but like the week we find out, if we're crying a lot on podcasts, you'll know exactly why.
Yeah, and if we're high a lot on the podcast,
Oh, you'll know why.
You'll know why.
If there's a big fat joint in my hand, you'll know what happened.
Oh yeah. Just
Bong rips on the podcast. No, we will be celebrating the referendum on podcast.
It's gonna be a 420. The podcast is gonna go up.
The
420.
podcast will all now be uploaded at 420 if the referendum goes through. No, we were uploading at 3. It's not that much of a jump for us to go an hour and 20 minutes later. We will do this.
Yeah, easy.
Yeah.
Don't tempt me.
Yeah. Don't tempt me. We're already doing it.
Oh yeah, true. Oh, anyway, what about Discord?
Discord, yes. God.
We have a new Discord channel.
And it has a Rocket League voice channel.
It does have a Rocket League voice channel. Well, I have to make quite a few because if you're going to be in this Discord, you have to play Rocket League.
Yeah.
That's not true. But, I prefer it.
Yeah.
If you play any other games, you're a loser.
But also, like, we'll play games with you. We'll play all games.
I'm just a soccer car elitist.
Yeah.
Play soccer with me.
Okay.
Because...
I was thinking about it yesterday.
What?
Like, Rocket League is the culmination of the two most, like, air quotes, boyish things. It's like FIFA and car racing games got smashed together into one.
Yeah. That's great. I don't like either of those two things, but combined is great.
I love car racing games, but I don't like FIFA. I'm not going to pay for a reskin every year.
Yeah, no. And apparently the recent one's pretty shit.
I've seen times where the graphics gotten worse.
Yeah, well, the WWE games.
Oh no!
Like I swear, like consoles jump like millennia, like light years in graphics and performance, but for some reason, all of the WWE games look like this. They look exactly the same as they have for the last 10 years, and I don't know if that's an aesthetic choice or if they just ran out of people to develop the game.
I think it ran out of interest, really.
Yeah.
So who really plays the WWE games?
Does anybody actually watch WWE anymore? I'm sure a lot of people do.
I mean, I think everyone's just moved on to UFC.
Yeah.
UFC seems to be like the popular thing that all the people who'd be watching WWE have gone on to.
Yeah, because it's the more mature version, isn't it?
Yeah, it's the version of Real Blood.
Yeah. Oh, Real Blood. I've only ever watched one UFC fight.
Oh god, I can't bring myself to watch it. It's so brutal.
I know, it's horrifying.
Yeah.
I mean, I watch a lot of boxing, but that's because I used to do boxing. I like the way they do it. But
ducking and diving.
But but fucking Jesus,
God damn,
UFC, dude, you're just like pounding the guy's head into the ground.
Yeah,
trying to kill him.
Yeah,
and then I remember I was watching an interview with one fighter, and they were talking about like when you get into the ring, is it like a friendly thing, or is it like not friendly, but like are you like aware that it's like a show, or like what's going through your head? And he was just like, no, I'm just there to kill the guy. Like I'm there to hurt that person. And
they're all on an island now.
Yeah.
There's a fight island.
It's, oh my god. Where's the fight island?
I don't know, but UFC, when coronavirus happened, purchased an island, and they're all out there, bubble sporting.
Jesus.
On an island fighting each other.
Sweet. So if you harass anybody or you talk shit in the chat,
we'll send you to
the UFC fight island. We'll make sure we feed you really well as well. So then you'll be bloated and you get a stitch.
You'll be running around the beach.
You can't escape. No escape.
Joe Rogan will be after you.
Oh, don't tempt him. That man will do anything.
Okay, speaking of Joe Rogan, I opened up Spotify the other day and it's just shoving it down my throat.
Joe Rogan?
Yeah, Joe Rogan Experience.
I only ever like listen to the clips of that podcast because number one, there's like 1,000 of them.
Oh my god, yes. Eventually, one day, the Substation Radio there will be 1,000 clips. Yeah, we're doing this weekly.
Yeah,
this is already 3.
Shit. God, so much is happening.
Yeah.
Yeah. What was I gonna say? Joe Rogan podcast.
Yeah.
My stepbrother. Yeah. He was back in like 2014. He moved in with us. Just for the year. And he was super into the Joe Rogan podcast, but he was like a very psychedelic. He was very into his psychedelic drugs and his experiences. So it made a lot of sense that he would listen to a lot of Joe Rogan. But like, it's funny because the stepbrother's real, he's real open and like flowy, and he's like, he takes acid and DMT, and he has all his experiences.
Yeah.
And he has like these wide ideas and visions of like the universe, and his dad's just real like bogan ground to earth cunt. He's just like, they're like having a conversation, and like brother will be just like high as fuck, just be like, yeah, like, and the stars, do you ever think about like what it's like with, like if there's like like life on other planets? And his dad's just like, why do I care?
So Joe Rogan's the meeting point.
Yeah. Joe Rogan talks about fighting and shit, and Jeff's like, yeah, I like fighting. Yeah, I like Joe Rogan. So like, yeah, there you go. Quite,
always go find your middle ground.
yeah, exactly. Quite wholesome, actually. Spent an entire year just watching those two bicker. It was great. Oh yeah. I've been working on music too, Alex.
Oh yeah,
You know that?
I do actually. You work on music a lot more than I do.
Yeah. Well, it's because you got like a whole lot of tracks, and I've only got none.
I've only got 2 tracks, 3 tracks.
True. I've
You're almost getting past me in the amount of tracks.
got like 3 in the works right now, but like 2 of them are featuring you. So
You realize that's my end goal of running high voltage. I was just like, you know what? I can start a label and I can just feature on a whole lot of tracks.
he's gonna be the fucking DJ Khaled of high voltage.
Another one.
Another one. DJ Electricity. Back at it again. The key to success is get your friends to make all the stuff.
Yep.
I just redlined as fuck, dude. Whoops.
That's the key to success. Redlining. Redlining is headlining.
Redlining's headlining. Don't forget it.
Yep.
Unless, never mind. I'm not gonna say that.
Unless you're an audio engineer.
Yeah. Like, no. Make sure you mix properly. It doesn't fit.
Okay, actually, I think we can talk about that a bit. The whole approach of everyone, like the traditional way of approaching music. And
as far as like audio engineering, or
yeah, because like, well, audio engineering versus modern music production, like dubstep production, where like you're clipping it plus 15 dB and like that's your master.
just for the LeMaos.
Yeah, well, not just for the lemurs, because it sounds better.
Yeah. Well, I don't know. That's the thing right now. I'm starting to like. I used to think of like the master levels as like law, right? 0 decibels.
Yeah, it has to be
0
splashing
decibels,
at 0.
and it can't go any lower or higher. Otherwise, it's
Otherwise, you're breaking the law.
yeah. Otherwise, you're fired. You'll be hunted down and kidnapped by.
Stop! You're violating the law.
Woo! There's the police. FBI, open up. I was gonna say, yeah, but like now with, we talked about this on the first podcast, but the
Loudness war.
loudness war. What did I call it? I saw no, never mind, that was door war. Anyway, yeah, loudness war.
There's so many wars in music production. Oh my god! Can everyone just get along?
Can everyone just be friends and hug?
That's what the referendum's for.
Yeah. So, like, make weed legal so everyone stop getting angry.
Okay. Side note, side note upon side note upon side note.
Okay.
Just joined to that show I told you about.
Ah, yes, with the
Yeah.
lace.
Yeah.
Lace.
I
watched the
swear we're not high right now.
I haven't even watched the clip and I still laugh.
Wait, I seen you the clip, you motherfucker.
I was with my girlfriend.
Yeah, fair enough.
Yeah.
She'll appreciate it.
Probably.
Anyway, the main character on that said that she hopes that weed will usher in a golden age of everyone being not so much of a dick to each other.
Yeah. It's, oh my God. I just don't understand how alcohol can be promoted by everybody.
Oh yeah, and like the referendum. Okay, we're going on the referendum now. Apparently, the referendum laws, you can't advertise it.
You can't advertise.
No, you can't advertise it.
What?
There's a limit to how much you can buy per day, which everyone knows.
Yeah.
They're only allowing flour, no like
Wood.
well, no like concentrates, no edibles, nothing like that.
I thought they were, oh my God. Okay.
And then if you go on the other side, alcohol, you can buy as much as you fucking want.
You can, the amount of people that end up in hospital because of alcohol poisoning or because of something they've done stupid drunk or be it like be it crash a car, beat somebody up on the street, get beaten up on the street, fucking so much damage you can do to yourself with alcohol. And like, I'm not saying that there's literally nothing wrong with weed. There are some downfalls.
It's very good at making you not productive.
It's very good at making you not productive. It's also very good at the weed over the next day, the like cloudy head, just like, oh, where am I? Kind of like, and you don't want to talk to people because you're, you're like, interactions.
But you know how much you have to smoke in the space of 15 minutes to actually have an adverse effect?
I would say like more than an ounce.
680 kilograms.
Jesus.
In 15 minutes to have an adverse effect. That's the only way you can have an adverse effect in THC.
Yeah. And the only other thing would be that you're just inhaling smoke. And it's just generally not bad, like, not good for your lungs.
Yeah, great plan.
Yeah.
Which is why we should be making edibles legal.
Yeah. Then you I guess the only thing with that is
they don't want it to be like at all marketable to children.
That, but also like you can't tell the difference between like when somebody's smoking something, you know they're smoking something, right? But when someone's got like some food in them, like food on them, you don't know if that's the product,
right,
or if that's just a gummy bear. You know, so like
is that a gummy bear or is that a weed gummy bear?
I can see it as like a stepping stone as far as like enforcing it, right? Because if somebody's like, they're obviously not going to. Right, it's good. They're going to make it illegal to drive and smoke because I mean it's already illegal to drive and smoke anyway. Yeah. And be high under the influence, which makes sense because number one, don't drive under the influence of anything.
Yeah.
But
you're driving a 1-ton metal hunk death machine.
Yeah, it's already scary enough when you're sober.
Yeah, fuck.
Why would you want to do that when you're
drunk?
The
reason I don't have my like license is because I get mad anxiety behind the wheel.
It's terrifying.
Yeah.
Yeah. So like, my thought process is like, you know, anybody could just be driving down the road, eating some fucking edibles. Granted, it takes like 3 hours to kick in anyway. But by the time you get home, you'll still be waiting for like another 4 hours until it kicks in.
And then eventually,
fuck, have I ever told you about time I did salvia?
Yeah.
I have? Yeah, that was crazy. I should probably talk about it now.
Okay. Is this now like just a weird? Is this now a joke experience podcast?
Yeah, why not? Fuck it.
Yeah,
it was a crazy experience. Like a lot of people were very against salvia, and I don't.
Well, my only experience like seeing it is like the pop sphere. Like I watched one movie and they did salvia in that movie, and they obviously like in movies you got to represent drugs as bad.
Yeah. But yeah, I know it was deemed illegal in New Zealand. I think it was about it must have been like 2014 or 2013.
No clue.
Because it was sold in the synthetic range of drugs that you could just buy from like your local fucking dairy. Do you remember that? When you just buy drugs?
The synthetics, like
and was just like that was okay, but for some reason legalizing weed isn't.
Yeah, like it's been a multi-decade fight to legalize weed, but synthetics, go for it.
Yeah. Also, you know what I just found out? Maybe this speaks volumes for how much I actually know about things. But you know what hemp is? Mm-hmm. Yeah. You know why that was made illegal?
Because it looked like weed?
Yeah. No, not even that. What? It was made illegal because hemp is a stronger, more versatile cotton, right? So back in the days when you had slavery and you're picking cotton and everything, and then they realized hemp was more available and tougher and stronger.
That's even worse.
They didn't want to lose their the cotton pickers, and they didn't want to lose their industry, so they made it illegal so you could only make cotton stuff.
That's so bad.
Hemp has nothing to do with weed, other than it kind of looks like it.
Yeah.
But that's the way that they drove the ban on it. And that's anyway. So hemp, right, should be legal.
Yeah. Hemp clothing is getting really popular in New Zealand.
Yeah, and I was a friend of a friend of mine wants to get into growing hemp, because I think that's a fucking great industry to get into. There's a lot of hemp clothing, a lot of hemp products actually. Yeah. Around, especially Cosmic. But,
Cosmic's just like hemp everything.
Yeah, like, we want hemp. If you're a book, get in it.
I want a hemp pashmir.
Yeah.
Anyway, you're talking about your experience with salvia.
Salvia, right. It was fucking fun. I'm not going to lie. I'm not here to promote illegal substance use, and I'm very against it unless you're going to be with friends and family or anybody who is going to make sure that you're taken care of. Mm-hmm. I was with friends, and there was two of them that actually all of them were sober. Not all of them, but like none of them were like directly under the influence of the drug at the time.
Right.
So they're like, I remember I was at work the entire night, and I just got a message from a mate, and all it said was, "Hey, come over. We've got some Mexican shit." I'd be
tacos.
I'd barely even smoked weed at this point, right? Like I smoked weed like
Yeah, see, my first one would be like tacos, burritos, let's go.
yeah. Well, I mean, the mate that I was coming from,
Right.
I knew that wasn't what it was, and I was like, okay, like yeah, fuck it, why not? Just wanted to hang out with my mates anyway. So I finished work, jumped on my bike, head over to their place. It took me like 40 minutes to bike there. And I turned up, and they're all just like weed high, and it was funny. I was like, "Yo, what up?" Blah blah blah. One of them was completely sober, and I like went up to them. And they're like, "Yep, sweet." So like, we got this shit. It's called salvia. And I was like, "Oh, okay." I'm like, "What is it?" And they're like, "It's like weed, but like psychedelic." Like
It's like weed, but not weed.
yeah. And they described it to me. They're like, "Sweet." So like, when you go into it, well, we'll pass you the pipe. It'll be packed for you. You're gonna inhale it just like you smoke anything, and then you exhale, and then 5 seconds later, you're just gonna experience some shit for a bit, and then you'll be back to us. And you'll be fine. And I was like, yeah, that sounds like, fuck it, why not? Like, I'm already here. I didn't really think it through, to be honest. But I was sitting on one of those chairs that are like, how do I describe them? They're like, they've got like the back of the seat isn't connected to isn't on the ground. So it's kind of like a springy, like, imagine like
Right, so it's a, like a bit,
like a bee. Think of like the
B with the loss, like the back is not connected at the back.
yeah. So it's kind of like bouncy, right?
Yeah.
So I was sitting on one of
Fun.
them. Yeah, fucking great. I remember my mum had them at her medical center that she worked at. That's not where I did. So, it was just
Podcast listeners know. Hang on a second.
on a related note. But yeah, so I remember sitting down. They ran me through it, and I was like, "Yeah, cool." And then two of my mates like standing right there. They're like, "Don't worry, man. Like, we'll be right here. You have nothing to worry about. Just have some fun and experience it." And I was like, "Cool, yeah." I felt safe, felt comfortable.
Yeah.
I was like, all right. Yep. And they're like, they reiterated it to me. They're like, sweet. So inhale. After 5 seconds, you're gonna be gone. I was like, cool.
Bye.
So I smoked it. And I remember sitting there, and I inhaled, and then I held it for 5 seconds. And they were like, "Oh, you should probably."
They looked at you like, "Oh boy."
"Oh, you should probably exhale." So I counted 5 seconds in my head, and then as I exhaled, in solitaire, when you win, and
Just a little-
and the cards go, and they jump around the screen, and it like layers over. Basically, there was like a screenshot of what I was looking at was just taken, and then there was a cutout of where my body should be in this image. And then it just fell back, and there was just a big tunnel all the way down in front of me of that like layered effect, and then my body was like the cutout of the tunnel.
Sounds like the sort of shit you should be doing before you make a music video.
Yeah, I should. Yeah, I mean, I just came up with the idea for the Kids 2 music video.
Sick.
Nah, actually, no. I feel like I can save that one for like something good. It's not something good, but something more appropriate.
Yeah.
Which I kind of have an idea for a song that I want to work on.
Cool.
But we'll get there.
Yeah.
So basically, yeah, had this like massive fucking all the way down, and then all of a sudden I was just like in this wind tunnel, and I like felt like the wind was like blowing me away like real hard because I was like on the springy chair, so I was like bouncing and like holding on to it, and I like my friends were gone. I was somewhere else,
Right.
and then I don't really remember much of it other than that. Then I kind of like came to, and I couldn't breathe. Well, I could breathe, but like when you're like in hysterics as a child. And you're like crying, and you're like,
Right. Yeah.
yeah, that's what my breathing was like.
Fuck.
I remember my mate was just hugging me, like holding me. He's like, "Don't worry, bro, don't worry. It's like it's all good." And I was like, "Oh, what the fuck just happened?" And he's like, "How was that?" I'm like, "I mean, that was fucking great." But like, what? What was that? And I've never done salvia again. Yeah, actually, after the rest of the night, because like after that, you're just weed high basically for like 6 hours.
Fuck.
Yeah, so we watched Iron Giant, and I remember me and my mate just sitting there crying, watching Iron Giant.
Ooh, my childhood.
Yeah. And that was my experience with salvia. I don't know how we started talking about that. We're talking about the referendum and drugs and alcohol and weed. Yeah, fuck alcohol. Alcohol sucks.
Yeah.
It's actually quite fun when you drink
But, like,
responsibly.
Yeah. Drink responsibly, kids.
Yeah.
Don't-
Started doing that recently.
What?
Drinking responsibly.
That's what happens when you go from hospital life to real life.
I know. Waking up at like 8 a.m. and then doing shit. And I like I went to my girlfriend's place last night just to like pick up some shit. And I lost my key to my house, so I have to wait for my flatmate to get home now. Yeah, so I went over to their place and they were having like cheese and crackers. Oh my god, we're the nicest blue cheese. Dude. I need to go to the markets more. There's some fucking nice blue cheese. You a fan of blue cheese?
I'm honestly like cheese doesn't like I'm not cheese is too intense of a flavor for me.
Cheese and crackers, bro.
Like
cheese is too intense.
I like me a basic mild cheese.
Hey, we're looking for another member of High Voltage.
Sorry, I think I'm the main founder. You're the co-founder here.
All right, whatever.
I'm doing the firing here.
I do the firing. All right, well that's good to know. Alex doesn't like cheese. More for me. Thank you.
Yeah. Like when we get the craft services, you can go for the cheese.
Yeah, but guys. Oh yeah, I'll get in touch with my personal assistant. Let them know to pick up some cheese. I'll call them after the podcast.
Yeah, no, call them now.
No. I'll call them after. That's fine. They can like I can wait.
Very true.
No, call them now. Do it.
Call them now. Pretty good personal assistant.
Call Sarah. Pick up some cheese, please. No.
So what the fuck you want?
Leave me alone. I'm getting a massage. Okay. Anyway. How do I?
Okay, let's take a few steps back. I think if we go right back to the root of where we're at, we were talking about Rocket League
Discord
and the Discord. Yeah.
Sign up to a Discord.
Yeah.
Come hang out. There's
Link in description.
Link in the description. There's memes.
There's
dreams.
so many memes.
There's tag teams. No, that's coming in the Patreon.
Right.
And the OnlyFans.
I was like, hang on a second. There's links to that.
There's not. Probably won't be.
There won't be.
Unless you want it. Never priced.
Yeah. We covered last week we'll sell.
Yeah, I will sell myself for views and for money. I will do it. It's not true. I have no negative thoughts towards anybody who does, but I don't want to do that. I still feel weird taking my shirt off at the beach.
Oh yeah. No, I'm the rash top kid.
Yeah. Dude, like, it's funny. I was like talking to my girlfriend about it. She's like, "Cause I'm not fat. In fact, I'm like, right. I don't know my name. Anyway, but yeah, and we went to the beach, and I was like wearing my shirt, and she's like, "You're not gonna like take your shirt off?" And I was like, "No." She was like, "What? Yeah. Why not?" I was like, "I don't want to. No, people will look at me."
When you realize like taking your shirt off at the beach is a completely normal thing to do.
I've gotten better at it now. I was at in fact, so like we were up north this weekend. We're up in Tauranga.
Yeah, the bastard left me to do the work over the weekend, and
Yes.
went and had a nice sunny holiday while I was stuck here in rainy Wellington.
So I went away on holiday and sat in the sun on the beach. And Alex forgot when Halloween was.
Yeah, oh, that's right. I want to talk about that because that's funny.
You want to talk about that?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, but you go through your thing first because your thing's actually more interesting.
Oh yeah. So basically, it's me not wanting to wear a shirt, not wanting to take my shirt off at the beach more interesting than Halloween live stream.
Me forgetting about a whole week existing.
I think they're both pretty on par with themselves.
Yeah.
Yeah. And so like we went to the beach and it was like up north, and it's like quite cold in Wellington. It's windy and it's wet and it's
It's nice today.
Yeah, it can't be Wellington on a good day.
Which
We thought. And then we were just driving around and it was a pretty shit day up there and we're like, wow, this is better than Wellington. And my mate just turns around and he's like, turns out you can beat Wellington on a good day.
Oh, shots fired.
Yeah, but that wasn't what I said.
Yeah.
That was what someone else said.
Yeah, big deals don't come for us.
Yeah. But like, it's October still. So it's not not
we will
hot.
melt soon.
Yeah. But like up there, it was fucking hot. I was wearing shorts and like a t-shirt, like a real like light t-shirt. And like I couldn't even imagine wearing that clothes like in the summer of like Wellington. I mean like I can't, but still. It was so hot up there. And like we're like sitting on the beach, like sunbathing, like shirt off and everything, and everyone else is like walking around in like shorts and a jumper. Like, nobody's in the water swimming because it's fucking cold, and it is cold. I just didn't think about it. And like everybody that was in the water was surfers, and they were wearing wetsuits.
Yeah.
But I just saw them in the water. I was like, oh yeah, people are in the water. Let's go for a
Think
swim.
about all the installation they had around them.
Yeah. And also we'd just been lying in the sun for like the last fucking 2 hours.
Oh no.
So like, we're hot and like sweating. So like, yeah, sweet, let's go jump in the water. And
Just the immediate switch.
we got to the water and fucking like, it hurt how cold it was. It was like, the girls didn't get in. They just turned it was their idea to go for a swim. And they turned around immediely. And me and Nick, the other guy that I was up there with, we were like halfway in the water, and we like looked back and they were gone. And I was like, oh, for fuck's sake. And I'm like,
Fucking typical.
and I was like, I'm not turning back. He's like, yeah, neither. And I'm like, it's not bad. You know, it hurt. It was really cold. It was probably the coldest water I've swum in a very long time. But it wasn't bad. And I was like, sweet, like if I just get in and swim around for a bit,
You'll acclimatize.
I'll climatize. It didn't. But I did swim and I got under for a bit. We were there for like, in the water for like a couple of minutes, 5 minutes maybe. And then we came back out and then we realized that all of the fucking locals just probably thought we were insane. And like even talking to everybody else that were like lived up there, like telling them we went for a swim.
They're like, what the fuck?
They're like, what is wrong with you?
It's like, Wellington is cold.
Like you fucking like, you tourists. I'm like, I'm not a tourist, I grew up here. I just forgot what it's like. It's been so long. Yeah. So, yeah. Everyone just thought we were weird because we're running around shirtless, playing ball on the beach and enjoying the warm weather. And everyone else is like,
So weird.
I know, right? But everyone else was like cold.
Yeah, because they're acclimatized to what it's actually like when it's warm.
Yeah. Anyway. So Alex forgot about Halloween.
Yeah, well, I didn't forget about Halloween. I thought it was a week closer than it was.
Yeah.
So I was, over this weekend, making all these plans for, I guess we should just disclose it. We're doing a Halloween stream.
We're doing a Halloween stream. Yes. Got an entire lineup.
Yeah.
Well,
That's,
5
yeah.
people lineup, maybe 4 or 5? Depends.
Yeah, depends. Final lineup will be released at some point soon.
Yeah, try and get it out by this weekend.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I came back from my weekend away, and Alex was like, "Yeah, sweet as sorted out the lineup."
No, I wasn't like sweet as. I was stressed the hell out because I was like, I've got so much work to do over the next week, and you're just like, look at the calendar.
But from the messages that I got, he didn't seem very stressed out. But he was like, "Yeah, no, like got the lineup ready for this week," and I was like, "What do you mean this week?" For the stream, Halloween stream. I was like, that's next week, right?"
I open a calendar, and I'm like, oh yeah.
He goes like, fuck. Oh god, it's redlined. You're like, fuck. And then we realized that the entire lineup that we had, we just confirmed them for a date that didn't exist.
It did.
Well, the date did exist, but that's not when they were supposed to be.
But most of them back, and they knew what I was talking about.
Yeah.
They knew that I meant I told them the Friday of Halloween, so they're like, "Oh, cool! He's just really organized and getting to it 2 weeks in advance." So I came out looking better.
Oh, nice.
Yeah,
Right. But did you tell them the 23rd?
I didn't tell. I told them the 30th because I know that Halloween's on the 31st, and my perception of time is not that warped.
So then,
So I, for some reason, thought that we were a whole week ahead of where we were at.
right. Halloween's come fast.
Yeah. Well, I thought it was coming a lot faster.
Yeah. So that was fun, and now we're in the midst of trying to resort out that time.
Yeah.
But we've got 2 people that can't play anymore. Eh?
Yeah.
Yeah. So if you DJ in Wellington,
Yeah.
hit us up.
We say this every week.
Yeah. Once again,
I am once again asking.
if you're an artist, if you're a DJ, if you're a all-around good cunt, hit us up. Slide in them DMs. Twitter.
Yeah.
We should use the Twitter.
We should really.
You use Twitter.
I use Twitter. Yeah.
You should do the Twitter.
Should I manage our Twitter?
Because I do the Instagram.
Yeah. Well, what Twitter really is just like thoughts that come to your mind that you just blurt out into the ether.
We should just start writing down lists of stupid things.
We should just take excerpts from this podcast.
True. Take that. There we go. That's our first tweet. We should just take excerpts from this podcast.
Perfect. First tweet.
That wasn't as funny as I thought it was going to be.
Yeah. It's always the way.
Yeah.
I think
How far into this are we?
probably far enough.
Far enough. Do we have a
We've got a little counter, but it's way too small. I'll have a little quick check. Do you want to maybe talk about what we're doing next week for the podcast?
Yes, I will indeed. So next week we've got another guest coming on. So it'll be myself and Alex plus an extra. Should I announce who it is?
Should I? You keep talking. I'll message them, see if they want us to announce it right now.
Yeah, okay, so it is. So we're going to have a guest on the podcast next week, talking about some projects and things coming up, which should be quite fun. Very talented artists, actually. Big fan of their work. They were over yesterday working on some tracks. Alex pretty much just produces for everybody in Wellington, apparently. No,
I had that realization. I was telling someone about like what I do the other day, and yesterday, in fact, and they were saying, I was like, oh yeah, I just like mentor a whole lot of people at this point. And I was like, oh yeah, it feels pretty good.
Yeah, you convert everybody into Ableton, so then you can teach them how to work it properly.
Yep.
Yeah. Guest on next week. And then the Halloween stream is on that Friday, so Friday the 30th, which will be a nice big spooky season lineup. Probably got a little bit longer than we usually go for, which will be nice. And then Saturday night, the following that, we're not streaming or anything. We'll be doing a house party, but that's pretty fun anyway.
Yeah.
I need to put together a set for that.
Oh, I've got a little story about a house party that I went to over last weekend.
Oh, you did? That's right.
Yeah, so I went to play a house party, and on my way there, I rode my bike there because that's my form of transportation. Ride the bike.
Eco-friendly?
Eco-friendly. Put the laptop in the backpack, put the tractor control in the backpack, ride.
Sorted.
Yeah. But on my way up there, gears jammed, and I tore my derailleur in half.
For those of you who don't know what a derailleur is,
It's the metal part that sticks out from the back of your bike that changes the gears up and down the cassette.
so basically he just fucked his bike.
Now I have no bike.
No, you have no bike. Such
Well,
a nice bike as well.
I know. I really like my bike. I'm so sad about that, honestly.
Why don't you just resize the chain so it just sits
I was thinking about doing
on
that.
the gears and then just ride it.
Fixed gear.
Fixed gear, yeah.
I was thinking about doing that, but I'll think about it because I don't want to wreck my chain for when I get another derailleur eventually.
Yeah, true. Yeah. How much are chains?
I think like $30, so not too much.
We should figure out how much a derailleur is and how much it costs to fix it, and then compare prices. Whether it's cheaper to just like work with something for now and purchase it in the future.
Well, also if I do that, I then have one gear,
Yeah, that's fine.
so I can't go up hills.
You'd be like a BMX rider. Oh, then you can ride in the go to the skate park, bro. And
I took that bike to the skate park before.
have you?
Yeah,
Was it fun?
yeah, it's real fun.
I want to go to skate park.
Yeah, I should get my family to send up my BMX from Dunedin.
Yeah. For you, obviously.
Yeah, but okay, I'm annoyed about this.
What are you
I
annoyed
left my BMX down in Dunedin, right?
Uh-huh.
And I go back. It's like this really nice BMX, got a gyro and everything on the handlebars. And I get back, and they've painted it black and a terrible paint job as well, and it looks horrible
Why?
because they took it. My family took it to a music festival, and my sister took it up to this like area where they're painting all these like shitty old bikes that need a paint job, but not this lovely new BMX that like. I love my BMX.
What brand is it?
It's I think it's like Freeride or something. Like
Yeah, at a We the People, like 2017.
I'm not familiar with BMX brands, like, but like when I got it, I was really happy with it.
You should definitely get that pulled up.
Yeah.
I want to ride it.
Yeah. Okay, I'll get it sent up and we'll sand off that horrible paint job.
Yeah. Red BMX. Yeah.
Yeah.
Did we get a reply?
Yes, we got a reply. So we have got Talus coming on next week.
Talus, nice. What does she make? She makes
She makes the DMB.
She's a drum and bass producer / vocalist.
Yeah. I'll show you the message so you know what to say.
Sweet. And yeah, we'll be having her on, so we'll be doing a bit of an interview type
Yeah.
chat.
Talking about like her influences and
Yeah.
how she slots into the high voltage family.
Yeah. We'll cover more of that next week. No spoilers.
Yeah.
Tune in.
Yeah.
Other than that, how far into this podcast are we?
We're sitting at an hour.
All right. And on that bombshell.
Okay, Jeremy Clarkson.
Actually, I haven't watched fucking Top Gear in years. Yeah, that's a pretty good place to cut it.
Yeah.
We've got a guest coming on next week. Alex is releasing Pig this Friday.
Yep.
There'll be links in the description for a pre-sale.
I haven't quite sorted that out.
Never mind. But we'll Instagram and everything, Instagram, Facebook will all be in the description. Whenever anything happens, we post on Instagram and Facebook, potentially Twitter as well. Depends how that goes.
We have a Twitter account.
We do have a Twitter account, but nothing's
It's very inactive.
very, very inactive. I think I get messages every now and then saying you should use it. Hey, Twitter here.
Twitter being like, notice me.
Yeah. So thanks for watching. Thanks for listening. Once again, Discord in the description. Go check that. Have a bit of a chat. Chuck some memes in.
Yeah.
Throw us a message.
Yep.
I don't know. If you have any questions about anything, if you just want to talk to us, if you need a friend, I'll be there.
Yeah. We're going to be there hanging out, playing games, sharing memes, talking about music. Send us your music on Discord because we have a channel set up for that.
Yeah, send us music.
You send us your music. We'll listen to it, maybe on the podcast if you're lucky.
Because I can't be bothered finding new music for my sets, so you do it for me.
Yeah. Some DJs have promo emails, but we have a Discord.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, and we'll probably be doing some listening on some tracks next week, won't we?
Yeah.
Yeah.
If you send them to us, we will.
If you got any tracks to show us, send them through. We'll also probably listen to Pig as well next week.
Yep.
Why not?
Yeah.
Fuck it. And then we'll talk about some other shit later. Anyway, thanks for watching. Thanks for listening. Follow us on everything. Blah, blah, blah. We already said that.
Links in the description.
Bye.
Bye.
Hey, Alex.
Yes.
Welcome to the credits. This is the end of the podcast. This is the parts that's playing afterwards with the end credits.
Oh.
Thanks for watching.
Thank you.
Yeah, welcome. Okay, bye.
Okay, bye.